This is Anything But Footy. I'm Michael.
I'm John.
On the 4th of October, it will be the 40th race like no other.
Hugh Brasher, Race Director of London Marathon Limited, talking to Anything But Footy's Great British Bosses podcast in April. Little did he know he was right, but not in the way we all wanted. No club runners, no mass start runners, none of the 750,000 spectators lining the famous route. But at least there is a London Marathon this weekend, the first ever in the autumn, its 40th race ahead of its birthday year in 2021. And what races we have in prospect. Arguably the world's greatest marathon athletes line up in 4 high-quality races in what's being called a biosecure bubble, with a loop circuit around St James's Park in central London, all closed off. Kenya's Bridget Kosgei is the fastest woman ever to run 26.2 miles after beating Paula Radcliffe's 16-year-old world record in Chicago a year ago. She was 4 minutes quicker then than when she won the London Marathon in April 2019 in a time of 2 hours, 14 minutes and 4 seconds. The 26-year-old up against 2018 London champion Vivian Cheruiyot and world champion Ruth Chepngetich. For Great Britain, where there's a place at the Olympic Games up for grabs with a qualifying time within 2 hours 29 and 30 seconds, British 10,000 metre champion Steph Twell's in action after setting a personal best in Frankfurt last year. 2018 British marathon champion Lily Partridge also returns. In the men's elite, quite simply, it's the 2 greatest distance runners in history and the 2 fastest men ever over the marathon. Defending champion Kenya's Eliud Kipchoge against Ethiopian legend Kenenisa Bekele. Kipchoge is, of course, the first man ever to run under 2 hours. He's also Olympic champion, official world record holder, 4-time London Marathon winner. And if he makes it a 5th, he'll become the most successful ever runner in London history, surpassing Ingrid Christensen. Bekele should be tough opposition, though, in this a real race. He threatened the world record of 2:01:39 at last September's Berlin Marathon when he finished just 2 seconds off it. Again, a place at Tokyo 2020 alongside Callum Hawkins is available for the British men. Chris Thompson, now 39, runs after 3 years, in form, after being close to his personal best in the big half earlier this year. Debuts too for Ross Millington and Ben Connor, who became British 10,000 metre track champion at the Night of the 10Ks in July last year. So Mo Farah will be one of the pacemakers after returning to the track this year. And 8-time champion David Weir and Manuela Shah lead the wheelchair field. Shah is the London Marathon champion and course record holder and unbeaten in 2 years. 2-time London Marathon champion Shelley Woods makes her return to the event following the birth of her son Leo. So lots to look forward to in the marathon, more to come on this flash briefing. But British cycling is also staging one of its first big events since lockdown, Michael.
National level cycling makes its return in England this weekend. It's the first event of the HSBC UK Cyclo-Cross National Trophy Series. It's being run as a test event at Westmoreland County Showground and is the largest event held by British cycling since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. A new range of measures will be in place to ensure the safety of riders and volunteers. A test and trace system will be used for all who access the site, and spectating is strongly discouraged.
So a big weekend of sport away from Premier League footy. And as the London Marathon is being run around a closed course this year, all the start times are different. So watch out for this on Sunday. The women's race will be underway at 7 a.m. And then from 10 a.m, the elite men will be racing and the wheelchair racers from 1 o'clock. The first ever virtual Virgin Money London Marathon sold out with 45,000 places taken and hopefully raising much needed money for charity too. Participants have all day to run, jog or walk their 26.2 miles of the course of their choice, any time from midnight to midnight on Sunday. 150,000 school children from 500 schools have also signed up for the virtual Virgin Money Giving Mini London Marathon. They need to complete 2.6 miles before Friday, October 9th. Good luck to all in this hopefully one-off year.
And download our weekly Anything But Footy podcast for all the latest Olympic and Paralympic news, interviews and conversations. We're on Apple and Google Podcasts. Just search Anything But Footy.